Hey everyone, how's it going? GetRight57 here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the new Python Commandos War bond. Just a quick overview of it, not reviewing any of the items. Well, we'll take a look at some of them, but I'm just going to be taking a look at their stats, their characteristics, because we didn't get a chance to look at like how much armor penetration any of the items had. So we're going to go through it. We're going to go through the armor, the stratagems, the weapons, and just take a look. Just my first reactions to the new war bond. So let's go in here. And as you can see, I've already bought it. So I'm going to be doing some grinding tonight on helldivers in order to try and get all the new items from the war bond so that we can do a full review on it. So if you want to come and say hi, I'm going to be streaming it live tonight, which is it's going to be around 8 p.m. Central Time. And so please come join if you are available or if you'd like to, and just say hello. I'm going to be doing helldivers and some Marvel Rivals content over there. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into this. So here's the first page. So amazingly enough, we actually have a stratagem on the first page. Actually, because there's 3 stratagems, that's why. I thought the chainsaw might have been a secondary weapon, but it is actually a stratagem, which is interesting. It's our only other melee stratagem. So let's just go through everything. First page, let's talk about the armor. So this is the RS-20 Constrictor armor. It's the light armor set in the war bond. And we finally get to take a look at what the armor passive actually is. So the armor passive is rock solid, and it increases melee damage by 100%. So it doubles the melee damage. I wonder if that includes the chainsaw. I think it does because it's a melee weapon. And then it says that the bearer is more resistant to being knocked prone, meaning like ragdolling, right? And on top of like this armor set, they've actually done a couple nerfs to some of the AI, like the AI monsters and bots in helldivers. They nerfed like a couple of them so that you don't get ragdolled as much. So there's going to be a lot less ragdolling in this game now because of this armor and because of the nerfs to the ragdolling mechanics. So this should be really fun. So no more getting like ragdolled by explosions and ragdolled by everything like this. So it should be really nice. So I think this is going to be pretty decent armor. We'll have to see how much, like, I wonder if the chainsaw is going to be able to, like, do serious damage with the 100% melee damage increase. We'll have to see. Now, the new primary weapon with its unique mechanic of having 2 different shot types, as in it actually has a grenade launcher on the bottom of it, and it has just its regular primary fire. So, unfortunately, this weapon is the only light armor penetrating with the primary fire, which is a little disappointing because it's going to make it really bad at killing heavier units. So like you know, your medium heavy armored units, like, you know, maybe the chainsaw drones or the shielded bugs. But we'll have to see. Now, it also has explosive characteristics because obviously it's got grenade launcher under it. So we'll have to see how much penetration the grenade launcher has. But it looks here, there's 40 rounds per mag. We'll have to see how many rounds you get for the grenade launcher. And we'll have to see if it's individual reloads or if when you reload the item, the weapon, it reloads both items. We'll have to see about that. Next, we got the guard dog hot dog backpack. This one's pretty self-explanatory. No real need to break this down. It's 75 medals on the first page, so it's pretty expensive. But it looks interesting because in the preview here, it would appear that unlike the other guard dog drones, this one will actually intentionally go further away from you. So you see, the guy is not moving, right? And the bugs were still far away from him. The drone detected that, and it actually went away from the body, the player, over to the thing. That might be useful so that you don't burn yourself. I thought what would happen is it would sit next to you and just shoot as they got close to you, kind of like how the other guard dogs do it. But this one, it appears that it actually intentionally flies away from you in order to burn them before they even get close, which is actually a really good feature. If this is like the case, if this is not the case, this is unfortunate. But if this looks like it might be the case, so that's a really nice feature they've added. Okay, moving on to the next page. Just 2 items on this. We got the heavy armor set and the chainsaw. So the heavy armor set, again, same effect. You less ragdolling, and the 100% melee damage, but you got 150 armor rating instead of the 50 from the light armor set. So nothing too much to explain about that. The defoliation tool. This is a support weapon, so this actually will take up your support weapon slot. You cannot have it instead of your secondary weapon, unfortunately. So, you know, this is a little bit of an interesting item, because the question is, like, this would be full melee build then, right? Because you're like your secondary weapon, or your support weapon, is just a chainsaw. So there's not really much stats about it. We'll have to see in game when I unlock it and use it, how good it is at killing units. We'll just have to take a look, like, in game. This is all going to be an in-game thing. There's not really any stats that can show this item. Finally, we have the last page, and there's only one item on this page that's an in-game item, in terms of killing bugs, and that's your maxi gun, the minigun stratagem. So the minigun stratagem is obviously a support weapon. It comes down in a hell pod, also takes up a backpack slot. It is a medium armor penetrating. So we were a little worried that it might be a light armor penetrating weapon, but just fires a lot. But it actually looks like it's a medium armor penetrating item, which is nice. So that you're still able to kill those really, like, those semi-tanky units. The bigger question is going to be how good it is when it comes to taking out, like, heavily armored units, like a Hulk or a Charger. But it looks okay. I feel like this might actually be a really good weapon against the Illuminates, surprisingly enough, because the Illuminates don't really have many tanky guys. It's kind of more just swarm guys, and it's all about just hitting their weak spots, right? And their weak spots are susceptible to, like, medium to light armor penetration. So this looks like it might be a really good item against the Illuminates. Looks like it's probably going to be pretty bad against the bots, but again, all this is going to, like, we'll have to see. And that would be it for this war bond. Not too much to say about it. There's some cool stuff, but it all is going to depend about how it works in game. Some of the stats. I know that they actually made a really nice quality of life change where they added, there's a hotkey you can do to automatically change between modes in the weapons. So you know when you have to, let's say you're using, for example, the auto cannon stratagem, you could switch between flak and AP rounds. They added, like, where you can, like, let's say you wanted to make your 3 key a button that automatically switches it without you having to hold R. So it'd be really nice for this 1-2 AR. But yeah, so anyway, thank you you all for watching the video. I hope to see some of you tonight, or maybe even tomorrow night, in the stream, just to pop in and say hi. But this has been the review of the Python Commandos. Just our first look at the Python Commandos War Bond. And so thank you all for watching. As always, please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video. And I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good day.